Hello YouTube, welcome back to Educational Minds Hub, and I'm here with a problem, and this problem is a proof, which is show that the only right triangle in which the lengths of the sides are consecutive integers is the 3, 4, 5 triangle. So what we're gonna do for this proof, let's take one integer n. So then the integer that would be consecutive to it would be n plus 1. And the next integer that's consecutive to that would be n plus 1 plus 1. N plus 1 plus 1, which just means n plus 2. Now n plus 2 is the biggest one, so that's our hypotenuse. So we plug it in to Pythagorean theorem. The legs don't matter, but since n plus 2 is the biggest, we say it as our hypotenuse. Because remember, Pythagorean theorem is a squared plus b squared equals c squared for a right triangle. So now we just solve this out. So we should get n squared plus 4n plus 4 equal to n squared plus n squared plus 2n plus 1. Notice how these two n squares cancel out, so we're left with 4n plus 4 equal to n squared plus 2n plus 1. So if we subtract 4n and we subtract 4 on both sides, we should be getting 0 equals n squared minus 2n, and then minus 3 here. So then we factor it, and we should get n minus 3 and n plus 1 equals 0. By zero product property, either n minus 3 has to equal 0, or n plus 1 has to equal 0. So which means n is equal to 3, or n is equal to minus 1. Now here's the thing. Side lengths in geometry, and actually in anything, and since this is a geometry problem, but like side lengths, when you're dealing with like side lengths, thinking geometrically and in like real life, side length can't be negative or 0, so we can discard this solution right here. So we'll take this solution only, and if you plug it into this original equation, it should work, but that's a good way to make sure that your solutions work. If you plug that back in here, it should work. And you know what, let me just do it on camera just to show you guys. So just to make sure that it works, if we plug this in to our thing, so we get, notice how we get 5 squared equals 3 squared plus 4 squared. And that means 25 is equal to 25, which means it is a right triangle. So yes, it worked. Because this means also, and which we can conclude that if this is n, then this is n is 3, then n plus 1 is 4, and this is 5, and just as we verified here, it's a right triangle. So yeah, that's how you prove that the only right triangle in which the lengths of the consecutive integers, the only right triangle is the 3, 4, 5 triangle. Well, that's it for Educational Minds Hub. Comment down below whether this helped you, and you guys can comment down below more math problems that you guys need help with, and I'll be more than happy to solve them. Take care, guys, and stay happy, stay safe.